Wow, dude. That's crazy. It legitimately feels like I have a different saxophone in my hand. Wow. It pops. What's up, cats? We're in New York City. Well, actually, we're in Long Island City, so it's close. And we're at the famous KB saxophone shop. We're gonna be getting a tour of the shop from Kim himself. He invited us out. We're super thankful for this. Gonna try some of his necks, look at his horn collection, mouthpieces, talk to him about what he's got going on. Really excited about this. Let's head in. Woo! Oh, you got some bikes in here too. That's so cool. I'm in saxophone heaven.
That one just came in, actually.
Yeah.
But I got some really beautiful ones, like
Oh man.
like these. This is a 78,000.
Wow. So it's just like someone just bought it and never used it, kind of thing.
Yeah, or maybe they used it a bit in the beginning.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes I get them from either when it's like a really old gentleman who's like, well, I probably should start sorting out my affairs.
Sure, sure.
And they played them for maybe, 2 years
Yeah.
in high school or
Right,
something.
right.
And then just under the bed for the next 60, 70 years.
Wow.
But yeah, so here's another really pretty one. That's 62,000, the serial number. Yeah.
It's just like, wow. I've never seen one in this shape.
Yeah.
With that much shine on it too.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, these are pretty minty.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fun to see from sort of my repair person's perspective how when I get these horns, they're usually completely original with all the type of felt they use, the thickness and the key height set up, where you can see that they were actually set up quite low, the key height normally.
Wow.
Or originally.
Uh-huh.
So my own little theory is that it's because they developed them together with the classical players.
Sure.
So that they wanted them to have that sound. Mm-hmm. And also they play well in tune when you keep the key height really low.
Oh.
But it's not so much fun for players like you and me. We want something that has that resonance and openness to it.
Yeah, for sure.
So that means the intonation gets a little more flexible.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
gives it that personality.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
So yeah,
Sheesh.
Those are great.
And is this a radio over here? Or no, what is that one?
I think, let me see. This is a radio, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, I think, does it say radio improved? Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Berganzi talks about these all the time.
Yeah, he has a 19,000 that he really enjoys playing.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, and they're quite special. I really like them. They feel small under your hands. Mm-hmm. They have obviously the inline tone holes, which I think is really great actually for resonance in the body tube.
Is this an original one? Wow.
Yeah, this one is an original. Here's the Canyon.
Okay.
And this model I make in brass only.
Okay.
And I make it in 2 different brass alloys.
Okay.
Where the one is a little brighter. There's a certain heat treatment process I can do to that metal that makes it harder. Okay. And that's this one.
Wow, okay,
so
cool.
I call that the M61.
Okay.
The alloy.
Cool.
And I'll have you try the other one after. The slightly darker one.
Yeah, wow. It helps the low end pop a little bit better. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. Cool. So it's 2 brass pieces together. That's so cool.
It is. This is actually the other model, the Vanguard. But that's that same brass. I have to always be very careful to keep putting marks on. After I solder, this will disappear and I have to engrave it inside.
I see.
Because if not, I would get them mixed up.
Right.
But this one, so this is the M61 alloy. And they'll basically be like, this is like a few steps into the process, right? After they've been cut out the blanks and stamped the names on them.
Wow.
And then they're silver soldered top and bottom, so that they become the neck tube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So everything has to fit just right, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Is this how they did this back? Like, was it always 2 pieces put together? No, this is like your thing.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
The way they always did it was they would cut out I think it's called a trapeze when it's like going like that. And then they would form it around a mandrel. Not unlike this. This is a ring mandrel. And it would, let me see. It's almost the same, right? Where they would then wrap it around, and then they would have one seam instead. So now you'd have a cone.
Yeah.
And then they would take that cone and it's not the best cone, but something like that, right? And they fill it with some kind of material that would retain the structure when they bend it. I think nowadays they use ice, maybe glycerin with water in it, cooled down or something like that. They put it like that. They put the one end here, and then they start bending it.
Until it gets the shape of it?
Until it gets the shape of the neck. Yeah.
Wow.
And when I wanted to begin making necks, I was thinking of doing the same and just make the tooling like that. But then I was thinking about, well, when you take a cone and you do this, then you will have to stretch all that metal here and compress all the metal here, right? So I thought, maybe there's a different way you can do this, because when you stretch it, it will be thinner.
Sure.
And that'll be thicker.
Right.
And my idea was just to come up with a method where you can retain the wall thickness no matter where, because I think that has an impact on how the sound wave is reflected back. If you suddenly have an area where it's thinner, it does something to the sound wave. And after I started making the necks, I'm actually convinced that it's true, because I went through a period where I was testing using a thicker brass, using this brass, using thinner brasses, to see what it does, what the thickness does. And a thinner brass will make it much more sort of, it will make it more free-blowing, but you'll also lose a whole lot of focus in the sound.
Wow.
So it's like more of the sound wave, or whatever it is, dissipates out, I guess.
Wow.
So to me, that just sort of confirmed the importance of keeping a uniform wall thickness throughout.
Wow.
So yeah,
that's so cool.
Yeah, fun stuff.
Getting the info from the source.
Yeah,
that's so awesome. Wow. Yeah, immediately the response I notice from my original neck to this is like better, like right off the bat. You know, I noticed that with a lot of other necks that I've tried. Like that's usually the thing I noticed the quickest is like, oh man, it feels like it just kind of like comes right back.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
which is really cool.
I think the thing about the wall thickness evenness has the bigger influence on how you commented before and how it feels like it evens out.
Totally.
The range.
Yeah.
And I think that is the wall thickness. That on other necks, because you have, so I'm not super clear on this, but I know that there are note points throughout the neck, like where certain harmonics are reflected back. And I think when you have a conventional neck where the wall thickness may not be as even, I think that's what makes a horn feel less even top to bottom.
Wow, super interesting.
The response and stuff, a lot of that happens out at the tip of the neck, how it's shaped. But they're like all these different elements, they play together.
Absolutely.
And then once you get them all into the right sort of balance, then
magic.
Then you might like it.
Right.
Or you might not.
Right. And have you experimented with the angle much?
Only to a little degree.
Okay.
But I honestly wanted it to be the angle of what vintage Selmers have always done.
Sure.
Because I think we are so I mean, nearly all players, they grow up playing on those horns. And that comfort we get with a certain angle, I don't want to have people get used to a different angle. I think that's too big a step to take, basically.
Yeah, I agree. That always makes my intonation go out the wazoo because I'm so used to a certain thing, and then it's like, whoa. Yeah.
And
that's
I think
cool.
whatever you might think you gain by changing the angle, I think you can gain in different ways.
Yeah.
In terms of working with dimensions, in terms of working with mass, different places. Like the mass of the tenon has a great impact on the focus or free blowing, for instance.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Do you ever mess with like the neck screw thing, or do you think that's kind of weird?
Yeah, I do. I think that's fun, but I'm an absolute firm believer that mass makes a difference in response. In that sensation of if it feels more focused, more sort of back pressure, or if it feels more free blowing and has more of a go. So, but it's again a balancing act because mass also can start cutting off the higher frequencies.
Okay.
So you sort of want to balance those things. How dense and focused is the sound, but are you still retaining a lot of that upper spread in the sound?
Yeah. Wow. Super cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling us all this
Oh,
stuff.
sure. It's
awesome.
fun.
Yeah.
I can talk about necks all day.
All right.
It's fun for me.
Amazing. Yeah, I love the evenness. It's so cool. I'm gonna put my other mouthpiece on real quick. What do you think, Dan? With both mouthpieces, I think, right? Yeah. It really completely like makes the horn not feel so different between. This all has this very equal vibe, which is really cool. Wow. Yeah, I'm floored, man. Seriously, this is awesome. Absolutely. You have the Vanguard too?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
super curious to try all these.
Yep.
So what's the difference between these two?
So that model, it was sort of more inspired by how a late SBA feels to me.
Okay.
So it's more of like a more focused and dense tonal feel.
Okay.
With a little more back pressure.
Okay.
So not as free blowing.
Okay.
As the Canyon would be.
Okay.
The Canyon to me reminds me more of like a Mark 6.
Gotcha.
Like a 5-digit or so. Where it sort of just flows out a little less back pressure.
Okay.
But this one I wanted to have that sort of, the back pressure is, to me, can be a very positive thing because it sort of like gives you sort of more elasticity in the, it helps with the articulation in a certain way.
Totally.
So you sort of try to find that sweet spot.
Yeah. What's your main horn that you play on these days?
I have an old Mark 6. It's a 85,000 serial number, and it just has such a long history because I got it from my mentor, who got it in the early 70s.
Oh, wow.
And I got it from him maybe 15 years ago or so.
Wow.
And I even sold it to somebody. And then, when was it? In 2020, he called me and said, hey, You want to buy back that horn I bought from you? I need money. I want to buy one. I want to try one of them new Selmer Supremes.
Oh,
I
jeez.
said, okay. I said,
Yeah.
that horn? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm happy to take that back.
There you go.
Because it's like, it's history.
Yeah.
And it's completely, it's a really great horn.
Oh my goodness.
So it looks like that. It's a Euro 6. And Robin, my mentor, he stripped the lacquer off it back then because back then it did not devalue a horn if it didn't have the original lacquer. So for all purposes intended, it's actually an original, just without the lacquer.
No way.
And you still have the blue was a lighter color in Europe, so it still has that.
So cool, man. Wow. Yeah, the Grossman horn has the blue.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
They did them black over here.
Yep.
Those years, but
yeah, this one's black, I think, or it was. Now it's kind of like casted a little bit.
Yeah.
But, wow. All right, the Vanguard.
Yeah. Let's see how that one sounds.
Yeah, I feel that more resistance, you know, especially in the top maybe and a little bit more than the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's it sound from out there?
It sounds more compacted.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that same sort of openness and spreadiness as the Canyon had.
Yeah. Super interesting.
So it, and that's not sort of like a positive or negative assessment of it. It's just the way I hear it. It comes sort of more like a beam towards you.
Yeah.
Instead of like that more spready whoosh of a sound.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely has that centered vibe. Super cool. From behind the horn, it feels more resistant, like this way, but I don't lose the resonance. I find, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't lose anything that you know has. It just is in a different shape of the sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so far, these two necks have completely cleaned up the lower part of my horn. Like the lower part of my horn has been really stuffy, and it's probably because of the neck. And that's why I started changing mouthpieces, because I was like, something's weird.
Yeah.
You know? So you have these in different finishes too?
I do.
Wow.
Yeah. So these ones are lacquered.
Okay.
The two that you tried right now. Obviously raw, but the lacquer, we're doing more and more of them in lacquer actually.
Yeah.
It does a little to the sound, I think. If you want, you can try the raw now as a comparison.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah.
I'd love to.
So let me see which one that is. And then we also do silver platings or gold plating.
Oh, yeah?
Gold has become so expensive though.
I'm sure.
Even the silver has gone up in price.
Yeah.
So this one is, the finish looks different because it's a hand hammered. So this one is a hand hammered copper, yeah.
Oh, whoa. And then silver plate on top?
And then silver plate on top, yeah.
Dude, I'm like a kid in a candy store. Like, this is so cool. It's like my saxophone player dreams.
There we go.
Yeah. Awesome. To me, it sounds, from this side of the horn, automatically like it just pops a little bit more. Yeah. It's still got that focus, but it's a little bit more...
A little more free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely like this one a little bit better than the...
And the lacquered one
yeah.
before. Sure. Yeah.
I'd love to try the first one in a bare brass.
Coming
that Canyon
right up.
one?
Yep. Also, the other variation there is that this is the slightly darker brass
Okay.
you're trying in the Vanguard.
Okay.
So I can have you try the brighter brass as well. Just sounds a little bit more spready.
Yeah.
With less of that mid-tone sort of carrying power.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it takes away a little bit of the focus.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Interesting.
So this is where we can get really into the weeds because if you then do the same unlacquered Canyon, so this was the M61 brass, right?
Okay, yeah.
So if you do that in the C69 brass instead, you might, well, let's see what you think.
Yeah, that's already my favorite.
Yeah, now it gets more of that mid-tone carrying power, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great. Feels like it just flies through the air just flies through. I don't think my horn has ever been that quick, you know? That's killing. I'm gonna try my other mouthpiece real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So this is the M60.
Now you're on the C69.
C69. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is the slightly brighter brass. No. What is it again?
That's a slightly warmer brass.
Warmer. Okay. Gotcha.
It has a little more copper content.
Okay.
Compared to the M61.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's almost like the way I always think about it is like you have this equalizer when you're mixing, and you can sort of raise and lower things. And what this one does to me is it just gives a little bump in that mid-tone.
Yeah.
That sort of thing that carries the sound.
That's my favorite part of the sound. Yeah. It gets that like hollowy Steve Grossman.
There you go.
That's my thing.
Exactly.
That's totally my thing.
Exactly.
Even this one, it's like right off the bat.
Yeah.
Feels like I have a different saxophone. Like seriously. Wow. Dang, Kim. You're onto something, man. I mean, you knew this, but holy crap. Wow. Wow. Wow, dude. That's crazy. It legitimately feels like I have a different saxophone in my hand. Wow. Here, okay, just for comparison, let's put my neck on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right when I get above G is when I feel like some kind of, like above G and below like E, like low E is when it starts to get fuzzier and a little bit less, like the middle of the horn is cool. That's cool, but then when I start to get above that, that's where it starts to get a little funky for me.
Yeah.
have to really push below E or F to get it to feel as warm as the rest, or it kind of gets a little bit stuffy or less focused maybe. Yeah, I already missed the other neck. Oh, let me put the mouthpiece on first.
Yeah,
maybe.
that's always a good thing.
Yeah.
Let me hold that one and give
Okay,
you this.
there you go. Perfect. Awesome. Thank you. See, it doesn't lose the as I go up. Mm. Like it's the same the whole way through. Mm. Yeah, let me put my other mouthpiece on. Mm-hmm. What have you found makes a difference with the hand hammered versus the non?
Yeah, so the hammering, I think there's two things. The way I'm hammering them is that I take the tube and I fill it with pitch, actually, which is a mix of, I think, wax, resin, and I forget what, tar, something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So you have to melt it. It becomes liquid, and then when it cools down, it becomes hard again. So your tube is totally hard inside. Mm-hmm. So when you're hammering it, you're compacting the metal, which makes it harder, stiffer. So doing that, I started doing it always to the copper necks I was making because copper is very soft.
Right.
And I did not want to make a neck that has a pull-down risk because I've been restoring a lot of pull-down necks.
Sure, yeah.
So I sort of took I'm sorry, I have to tell you the story. I wanted to have a benchmark for at least how stiff the neck should be. So I sacrificed a Mark 6 neck because I was like, if I make a neck, I want them to be at least as pull-down resistant as a Mark 6 neck.
Sure, sure.
So we made this contraption. This is when I had a few guys working with me upstairs, of holding the neck in a certain way as if it was on a saxophone. And then we had a bucket hanging off the rim of the neck. And then we started measuring quarts. Started pulling weight on it. And we had it was a crazy setup because then we basically had a gauge that was pointing, like if you imagine the bucket was hanging off here.
Yeah.
And we had a gauge that was pointing here. So at some point it would start moving down with the weight. And then if you lift the bucket, it would flex back up because it would be flexible for a certain while.
Sure.
But at some point it would move down and it wouldn't move all the way back up again. Then you know you pulled down.
You pulled it down. Wow.
So we had to, we sacrificed. First, I can't remember what came first, but we did I had to do it to a Selmer neck to see what happened. And it took about 18 pounds of weight before it was down. So I tried one of the copper necks. It only took 12 pounds.
Whoa.
But when I tested the hammered copper neck, it took like 28 or something.
Whoa.
It was way stiffer.
No way.
So the hammering really makes a difference.
Wow. Yeah.
And these ones took, I think, 25 pounds before. This is the straight up brass that I'm making. So this is not hand hammered.
Right.
This is just the brass.
Just the brass, yeah.
Yeah.
Fresh reed. It's killing. I'm curious to try maybe a hand-hammered one.
Definitely.
If that's,
I make them in copper, and I make them in bronze.
Whoa.
So...
And are these both Canyons? Or
No, these are Vanguards.
Vanguards, gotcha.
So the Canyons I'm not making in those materials as of now. As of now, it's just in brass.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Cool.
So you can maybe try the copper first.
Sounds good.
Jerry Bergonzi was playing these ones. He ended up getting 2 of them and they're gold plated. So he was playing those he's playing it on his, I think on his radio improve. That's what he's still using.
Yeah, he's got that gold plated one.
Yeah, exactly.
It's beautiful.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this one is in raw. Yeah.
Okay. This is my favorite of the Vanguard so far, you know? Wow. Yeah, it's nice. I like this. This is probably my second favorite.
Nice. Yeah, it definitely has a bit more of a darker core than the Canyon.
Definitely.
Although there was one thing I was going to say about the hammering also changes the frequency emphasis just up higher. It gives a lot of the sort of sparkle to the sound, especially in the copper when it was not hammered back right in the beginning when I started making necks. Would sort of sound a little dull. It would sound warm and beautiful, but it wouldn't have that
that buzz
and
almost.
That comes from the hammering of it, yeah.
Wow. And so this is bronze.
So this is bronze now.
Wow. Very cool.
And it's a true bronze in the sense that you can have a lot of musical instruments now that say they're bronze. They're made of something called commercial bronze. Bronze is always an alloy of copper and something else.
I see.
And for it to be a true or a bronze, the traditional bronze, I should call it, it's alloyed with tin, which is a very, very hard metal.
Yeah.
So it would be copper and tin. And that's what this one is. So it's a very hard neck.
Interesting.
I think, trying to see. Yeah, that should be working.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Interesting. I like it. Yeah. I think this is my new second or maybe first favorite. Wow. Super cool. It has like, I'm trying to think it feels like nothing escapes here and all of the sound, all of the air just goes straight through it. You know, like it feels like, maybe because you said it was dense, like in my head, I just like, it's just like nothing's going to escape. You know, it just goes straight through. But it has like a more, like, I'm feeling more focused, but not less resonance again. You know what I mean? It maybe spreads a little bit more than the other Vanguards.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. It's like in between
Yeah.
the Vanguard and the Canyon.
That's how I experience them too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the most, that one I would say is the most spread of the Vanguards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, this is great. Yeah, let me try that other reed. Thanks so much again for all this time.
No, this is so much fun, Ryan.
Oh, good. I'm so glad I'm having a
fantastic.
blast.
Yeah.
I'm having such a blast.
Yeah, me too. I love hearing you play. I love hearing the next playback.
Oh man,
so that
thank you.
It always helps informing me this process. So it's
So
very,
cool.
very good.
Absolutely.
I think it's time for coffee.
Woo!
For me.
All right. Can I try the Canyon one again? My favorite Canyon one?
The raw one, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this is so cool. I've never played anything bronze before.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's my favorite. This one's definitely my
That
favorite.
sounds very good.
Yeah, man. This is killing. It's just so even. So even. I'm just going to play my neck one more time. Yeah, it just, man, it like, I really feel it going back and forth. It's so uneven compared to yours, at least to my playing, you know? Does it sound a little different? What does it sound like out there?
Yeah, it sounds like it thins out a little bit up in the higher range. That's especially where I hear the biggest difference.
Yeah, I hear it
when
too.
you were playing the C right there now, it just sounds a little sort of small.
Small. I also noticed that I feel like I have to put less pressure on the reed to get a bigger sound on this one. But when I play yours, I feel like I can just stay the same. I don't have to manipulate myself. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. Playing the master's horn. Yeah, it's got that bite. Woo! I have a hard time playing other people's horns for a while because then like I go back to mine and I'm always like, something's missing, you know? Man, how cool is it that he knows so much about this stuff? It's so researched, so like experimented with. I love this. He's a guru of this stuff. Whoops. Never played a BA before. Whoa. Very interesting. Does not feel like a Selmer. Wow. That one makes my horn feel better. I don't know. Mark 6s seem to have like the thing that I'm looking for, which is like the big like, you know, sound, right? Is this what this is based off of? That's sick, dude. The original Selmer with the new Selmer. Oh, it's actually a metal soloist, bro. Look at that. Back home in my studio, I got my KB sax neck. I just wanted to give a big thank you to Kim for bringing us into the shop. I am also wanting to announce that I am now an endorsed artist for KB Sax, but I want to preface that when Kim invited me over and I was trying all these necks and stuff, I had no idea that he was going to A, offer it, nor did I think about anything, you know, trying to get the necks for free or anything like that. I was like just there to learn about the shop. I even offered to buy one because I really, really liked it. And I wouldn't be playing this thing if it wasn't for how good it plays. You know, I think the number one thing about being an endorsed artist is making sure that you like the equipment and you're playing it, you know, consistently and having a great relationship with the people that give you the equipment. Just like I have a great relationship with Boston Sax Shop, a great relationship with Selmer, great relationship now with Kim at KB Sax. And I just want to make that clear. You know, like when we went into this, I wanted to do a documentary sort of style thing with Dan, my videographer and partner. And, you know, when Kim reached out to us, that was what we wanted to do. We wanted to come over, and I really was curious about his necks and stuff. And then when I got this one, I don't even know if maybe Dan has a clip of it, but I was like, how much is it? I want to purchase this. Well, I'm going to text my wife. But yeah, I think that Canyon, if you're open to selling that one, I think that might be the one. And then he offered me the endorsement, and now I'm playing this neck professionally, and I just did a 10-day tour. Just got home from there with Sidestep, and I recorded a live record on it. So a lot of cool clips coming. I also played at Smalls the same night that I got this neck. I decided to take it with me and play at Smalls in New York City with Mike Bond, his quartet featuring Byron Landham and Marty Kenny on bass. We'll have some clips coming up from that. Super thankful for my endorsement and partnership with KB Sax. I'm excited to see where it goes, as well as being able to put this out for you guys, and excited to make some really cool content in the near future with some of my other endorsements. I'm really excited about that. So be on the lookout, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you think about the necks in the comments.